Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Warhammer 40k Let's Play. So, I'm checking back in here after making a bit of progress, just kind of, taking care of busy work. We did manage to pick up a new colonist, and this is actually not one of our prisoners. Diver and Grasshopper are still here. If you guys have given me your opinions on what we should do with Diver, I haven't seen them yet. I'm recording this a couple hours after I recorded the last episode. I took a break and then came back and played a little bit more, but the previous video isn't up yet, so I haven't seen your responses. Murgo, you better be planting rice there. As you can see, we have 3 full hydroponics rooms up and running now. I don't know if we're going to need to leave rice in here yet, or if these 2 will be enough to carry it. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But anyways, Cashin, I forget what her original name was, but I went ahead and preemptively renamed her with one of the names you guys submitted. She was a visitor who just came to... I couldn't trade with her or anything. She just kind of came to hang out. And I decided to try to recruit her, even though we did take a bit of a relationship hit with her previous faction, because she's a pretty decent character. She's good at medicine and intellectual stuff, and she has potential for animals, but we don't care about that, and is all right in combat. So I figured it would be worth trying to grab her just so she could, give Halleck a break every now and then. And if we get in really tough situations like we did in the last episode, where a lot of people are on the verge of death, we have one more steady pair of hands to help out with that. So eventually she did join, thanks to Remy, and we will try to get her outfitted just like everybody else in time. For now, I forget what she's doing. I think mostly delivering resources where they need to be, doing a lot of the hauling and cleaning and stuff. Which is good, because Peter was doing a lot of that for us, and now that he's dead, I don't really have anybody helping with it. Although Skinner has picked up a little bit of the slack. He's basically like our night janitor right now. He's nocturnal, so he's been running around at night and, delivering things, cleaning things. And Cashin's been doing it during the day. You can see we have one room sort of finished here. These are the floors I'm going to go with for the majority of the base, these granite hex tiles. I think they look kind of cool and futuristic, so most of the floors will be that, with some exceptions. Bedrooms will do like a warmer wood. In here we're going to have sterile tiles. In the relaxation areas we'll probably do checkered tiles or something, just to kind of break things up. And then in places where people aren't really supposed to be hanging out, we'll probably just do simple concrete floors. But these have a beauty of one, and they're fairly cheap. In terms of stone requirements, I think it's like 3 blocks. So most of the base will be that. And that way we're not using limestone for the walls and the floors. So we don't have to worry about running out of limestone. The base is slowly cooling off. We're at 32 Celsius in here, so it's come down quite a bit. This room is almost finalized as well. And once this one is done, I'm going to start throwing down the various... I forget what they're called. The Imperial Fabricators will be in here because, again, a lot of our raw resources are going to start coming from this area once we have the prison built. So I'd like this to be fairly close by so that the raw resources can come from here, get delivered here, get turned into whatever they need to get turned into, and then immediately transferred into weapons and armor. Now, in this area, I will probably have some way for the prisoners to turn steel into components for us. I'm actually researching that right now. So hopefully Halleck can get that done fairly soon. I've also managed to knock out hospital beds off camera, so we have that done. I was considering going vital monitors next, but components have been a bit scarce lately, and so I figured being able to make them would be very useful. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to, be able to craft those ourselves, but I would like the prisoners to eventually take on most of that, because there's no harm in having them do it. Obviously we can't have them making weapons, but components are pretty safe. So we'll have them digging stuff up, making components, and then it will get transferred down here and turned into weapons and armor, which I don't want the prisoners to have. What else? Beds have been transferred. All of these are guest beds now. We actually have some guests here with us at the moment, so we'll check in on them in just a second. And we finally have produced a little bit of wind power for ourselves. I've actually got another one queued up, or I did. It apparently disappeared. I had one queued up right here, and then it just vanished. But we're trying to add some more wind power because, as you can see, our batteries are getting a little bit low. And, well, these solar panels just aren't cutting it. I'm also adding another one of these, but let's see. Let's throw another one of these down, just so that eventually gets built. Now, we have visitors, as I said. Chaz and Stony have come to trade, I guess. So let's get the clock rolling, and we'll talk to them when they arrive. Hopefully they enjoy their stay. Things are definitely more comfortable now than they would have been a little bit ago. They're going to use the back entrance, so they're going to see the rougher parts of the base, but that's fine. Remy, where are you? You're cutting more granite blocks? Okay. Can you go talk to Chaz? And we'll try to trade some stuff. I'd like to unload all of these weapons and clothes if they're willing to take them. Okay, here we go. Right. So they're willing to buy just about everything I have, which is fantastic. Do they have anything to sell, though? They have survival meals, components, and medicine. Honestly, I could use a little bit of all of that, but we'll see. So, I have a lot of this tea. I wonder if I should just sell it all. 314, that's pretty good. I'll keep the smoke leaf joints. Let's sell the weapons last because the clothing we can't use. It has no purpose staying with us. But the weapons can be utilized. Just obviously they're not particularly good. But in a pinch, they will certainly do. I'm going to sell those cloth pants even though they are still usable. Some of this stuff isn't dead man's clothes, but I don't care. I'm just going to get rid of all of it. And apparently that's all they're willing to buy. But that does give us quite a bit to work with. And if we add the weapons, it will... Actually, you know what? These Trader Guard las pistols, I'm going to get rid of them right now. We don't want their taint messing up our base just by lying around. So, I will take all of those components. And honestly, I'd rather have the survival meals. And then, how much medicine could I get out of that? Do they only have 3? Huh. Apparently, yeah, they only have 3. Well, I guess that works. The silver's not going to do me any good lying around, so I'll just take everything they have. And they'll leave me a little bit... Get out of here. Yeah. Okay, so they have 52, which means I need to take something off of this. How much were those pants worth again? Yeah, remove those. Something like that will get me back under. It's a shame they don't have more stuff to sell me, but I guess we'll just have to make do with that. Or I guess I could have kept some tea. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep some of the tea instead. So, sell all of that. And then just give me enough of this back that we will take everything they have, or at least most of what they have, but still get rid of most of this stock. So that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and accept. And then if I wanted to, I could dismiss them. I do have a mod that allows me to do that, but I think I'll just let them hang out for a little while. As long as they have their own food, I don't really care. Oh, we had another refrigerator as well, because I'm going to need an extra one up here. Again, the plan was to have refrigerator counters to store the food, and then 2 cook areas behind that, you know, to actually prepare the food, and then the tables and chairs will be here. So I figured a 2x1, a 2x1, and then the 1x1s in the corners. We had a 2x1 and 2 1x1s, so we needed one more of the longer ones. So now we have, I think, all the refrigerators we'll need. We can just transfer them directly over there. And plus, we were making a little bit of extra food, and so I figured, you know, it didn't hurt to go ahead and open that up a little bit. And let's see, what else do we got going on? We've been really trying to recruit these people, but it's just, I don't think it's going to happen at 99% difficulty. But that's fine. Again, even if they never join, we can put them to work eventually, so I'm not super worried about prisoners that are just never going to join, because eventually they will. I wish they wouldn't have just left this stuff right here, but okay. I also wish they had more than 5 components, but that's fine. It's better than 0, and all that clothing was doing was taking up space. Interesting that I couldn't sell the Trader Guard armor and helmets, though. I would have liked to get rid of that. This is rotting. How could a Necron corpse rot? That's a bit strange. We don't have a machining table, so I can't make anything of that, which is a shame, but that's just how it is. I think it'll probably just rot into nothing before we actually are able to take advantage of it. And let's see, is this ever going to get built? Zima, what are you currently doing? Relaxing socially. Can you build that real quick? Because I want like consistent wind power happening here. Solar panels are great, but they only produce power during the day. So having at least a little bit of wind power to supplement that is great. And let's see, power output right now is about 1800, which is a little bit more than a solar generator at full strength, actually. So that's pretty good. And these have potential to go higher. Yeah, it's going all the way up to like 2000. So a few of those dotted along the wall will be great. I'll try to keep them roughly spread out, and I don't want to put them too far forward because, you know, our defensive line out here is going to be taking a lot of fire down the line. So I don't want to have anything too close to it that might take damage and, you know, break. Are these ever going to get built? We're probably low on steel, although we did just dig a bunch of it out. I'm not sure what's taking them so long on that. Let's get those hauled out of the way. Let's also queue up some limestone walls to be filled in here. I actually built this in a really sort of interesting way, because this rock wall that was part of the mountain actually kind of zigzagged across here. So I built this wall on the outside and then mined it out after the outer wall was built. This is a little bit trickier because it lined up exactly with the wall, so we're going to have to probably leave it until this little bit of wall gets built, just so it remains an interior cell. And then once that's done, we can mine all of this out and then turn these into separate rooms. Also, I made a bit of a mistake there. I should have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 is the center, so right about there. And then these need to get dug out as well. I forgot to leave the doors. Oh, we have a fire. Where? Well, it looks like it already got put out. Well, at least they were quick about that. But are you guys starting fires in my base? Let's see. You're not a pyromaniac, are you? No. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but apparently we had a little fire there. Bragg, what are you currently doing? You're cooking fine. Oh, you went to go grab milk. I guess that's fine. I'd prefer you just crank out the simple meals since they're right. The stuff is right there, but that's okay. We have enough food lying around. I've got all of this stuff forbidden, but there's 10 meals right there that they can eat from. And why is there a packaged survival meal in there? Let's see. Packaged survival meals should never be in the refrigerator. Yeah, none of that. Let's make sure the same here. Yeah, none of those. And I have to do these individually. But yeah, we'll get rid of that junk so we don't waste space in here. And somebody should move that. Oh good, that got built. So how are we doing on power? It looks like we're still getting a bit low. I'll have to keep an eye on that. We might need to fast track this as well. But I think we'll be okay. because these lights will go off shortly, and our power consumption will drop considerably. Alright, so I had another thought, because I've been taking a look at this Devil Strand, and it's just not growing very effectively. Whereas, like, even the hay grass grew pretty well. The reason why this stuff is still here, and this is all smaller, is because the cows and the camels are actually eating it. Which is good, because I wanted them to eat this rather than the rice that we were turning into meals. And it seems to be working, although they are eating it a little bit more quickly than it's growing. But I'm sure we can figure something out. However, I have this option in the Floors tab to till soil. So I don't know what exactly this will do. I'm not sure if this is a mod or part of the base game. So I'm going to turn all of this into tilled soil. It will only go on those, what are these? On the gravel areas. So it has to already have some fertility. The sand is not fertile enough for it. But I'm going to queue that up and see what happens when it gets done. Maybe it will boost the growth rate of that stuff, and if it does, then I will till the soil in all of these places, and we might be able to use these a little bit more effectively. So we just got some more cargo pods thrown at us. It almost killed this camel, which would have been kind of interesting. But let's see, what did it give me? A bunch of marble blocks. That's not that useful. But okay. I assume this steel slag is from that as well, so we can make use of that if nothing else. I should probably hunt that camel, actually. Is there any other animals around? There's my cow. Yeah, I've been trying to hunt anything that comes on the map that isn't, you know, one of my animals, just because, if they sit around, they don't really do anything, so you may as well kill them and eat them, and then more animals will come. But from what I've seen and read, if you leave them, they don't really breed or anything, especially when they're alone like that one is. I mean, obviously, there's nothing to breed with. So you're better off just killing it and eating it and seeing if anything else spawns in. Let's see, there's a couple of camels there. Let's go ahead and hunt this one. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. So we'll hunt that one, and then this is a female and a male. So I'll leave those around a little bit longer and see if anything comes to that, but I'm not expecting anything to. And if we need more meat, then I will... Oh, when did we get this? I must have queued that up to hunt a while back. But that's fine. You know what? I need to add some more joy objects in here. Are you eating my food, dude? Oh no, you're hauling for me. That's nice of you, actually. Let's see. So I'm actually noticing a big difference in here. Oh good, we're getting daylight again, so this should start shooting back up. I went ahead and I killed these coolers, and I'm noticing that the temperature inside is stabilizing a lot more quickly. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of these and turn them into vents, now that we have the central AC running, and that should take care of this. And we'll do the same thing over here. And then obviously we'll do it in advance for this one. I still need to add another cooler there, because the intent was to have this, you know, completely symmetrical on all sides, but I didn't have enough components or metal at the time to actually make a sixth one, or at least I did, but there was other things that needed it more. So I just walled it off so I could make that an open air space. And let's see, that got built, so I can dig all this out now. Let's go ahead and order this. And I also forgot to mention that I went ahead and I got rid of these doors that were all along here, and we turned those into vents as well. So temperature should be more easily passing through the various rooms, and people should not be walking through them anymore. Also, let's make sure, okay, that is already roofed, or at least it's already queued to be roofed. So that's good. In that case, I can deconstruct that wall and let people pass through that hallway. Fantastic. So we have a notification here that there is a stash somewhere not too far from us. We have 17 days to claim it, and there's an anti-grain warhead there. Apparently there are sleeping mechanoids as well, so I don't know that we're going to want to mess with that, but let's take a look. So that is... seems like a decent distance away. What is this? A psychic emanator. There's also sleeping mechanoids there. Well, that's concerning. I like how all the factions have 40k symbols. I think these are the ones that just attacked us. The Herodni 13th. I think that's the traitor Imperial Guard that just went after us. So how far is that? I'm not even sure if we're capable of taking on mechanoids at this point. It's 3.8 days. I'm not sure we have the food supplies for that, to be honest. But it's something to consider. And I imagine that would be... Oh, because we're moving through the mountains at that point, or at least very large hills. So it's going to take us almost another day and a half just to move like 1 or 2 tiles. And then the trip back, we'll say there. So round trip is probably... I don't know if we can even rely on that. And if anybody gets wounded, it's going to spike. So it could be as much as like 20 days. That just doesn't seem like a good idea. At least not in our current state. That does remind me though. Let's look at the camels. Is there anything else I can train you with? We'll do obedience training. I should have done that a while ago. But I don't want them... I don't want like release training or anything. Wait, did I click the same one twice? I think I did. I don't want release training because I have no intention to allow them to fight. Okay, they're both checked. I am only keeping them for pack animals. So obviously I don't want them charging into battle. I just want them to help out with my caravans. So I don't know how much adding them in will help. But, you know, that's something that we can play with later. I just don't think we're ready for that yet. Everybody has a pretty critical role that they're playing in the base at the moment. And, you know, sending them off to do other things could really throw things off. Alright, so we are being raided. It looks like more Trader Guard. Hopefully they don't have... Okay, good. So there's no... no autocannons this time. They do have crack grenades, though. Oh, wow. A couple of them, actually. We're seeing some las guns and las pistols. So this is going to be a little bit more hectic than the last one, I think. Not because, you know, they're more dangerous necessarily, just the weapons they have are a little bit more random. So the question becomes now, how do we want to engage them? I don't think we can get people up to here to create a firing line quickly enough. But I'd rather engage them there than like back here or something. I could have people poke their heads out of the doors and fire that way, but that is going to take a lot of microing on my part. And I don't know if that's a good idea. Zima, let's see if I can rush you out there. Liara, you don't have a weapon? Ooh. That is bad. Clinton, I'm going to draft you and send you out as well. Let's try to get you over there or something. You have a spear. That's going to make you a bit useless. unfortunately. I'll have you rescue people, I think. Murgo, time to call you up. I need you to get out there as well. Where the hell's Remy at? Oh, he's cutting blocks right now. We're a little bit vulnerable to the north, I have to say. Again, the plan was to completely wall that off with double thick walls and force them to come around to the front. But right now, we don't have the ability to do that, so... Yeah, let's see. I think I've called up everybody except for Halleck. I'm not going to risk Halleck in this one. Citra, you can come and join as well in your new jumpsuit. Skinner, get out here. And Cashin, I guess you're welcome to jump in too. So we'll see if we can gain enough ground on them to maybe prevent them from pushing up too close. But it's all going to depend on Zima and Clinton because they're the closest. And I don't think they're going to make it. No, the enemy's already past that. Okay, so where are they going? It looks like they might be trying to work their way around the back. Skinner, get yourself right here. And start shooting, please. Clinton, I'm going to have you push up to there. How do we want to go about this? This is not great. Brad, get behind cover. Get behind cover. Clinton's already hit. Where did they go? Okay, so they went around. They're going to try to attack this. So, Zima, how did you end up so far behind? I need you four to head down here. And you guys are going to have to hold it down over here. Looks like we've already dealt with one. They're throwing grenades at my dog, which I don't appreciate. I feel like there was more of them. No, I guess that's right. What's your health looking like? So you haven't been hit at all. You're about to go down, it looks like. You are down. Let's let this play out. Okay, so there you go. You're moving, really? So she got back up. That's concerning. These guys are pretty tough. And we should be able to beat them down there. I know they would have had a much better chance if they had just attacked with everybody on this side. Let's see. You guys are getting a bit roughed up there. Ooh. You're going to bleed out if you don't get treated. So I'm going to have you go get patched up. You're in no immediate danger, but I can't afford to lose you, so go ahead and back out. And I'm going to... No, don't do that. I would have preferred you guys flee. Oh, you idiots. Rescue Clinton. Skinner. Move to there. You move here. But they could have retreated with the cover. Instead, they decided to retreat around the cover. Are you out of range? Is that the issue? Yeah. Her weapon's just not going to get it done here. I'm not going to run you into the enemy's face. That just seems like a terrible idea. Let's see. Where are they? Are they fleeing? Where did they go? Ah, there they are. So let's surprise them, I guess. You two move up. Citra, stay with them. Zima. Okay. Now what we're going to do is take you guys, move you here. I have no idea what they're trying to do right now. Maybe go around to the front or something. Anyways, we're going to line up here and start firing into their backs. And see what that does for us. That guy's still not down. Let's get you back behind cover. If you want to, you can try to rush him. Oh, Skinner's hit. Okay. Let's get you out of there. Mirage, do me a favor and charge that guy. Oh, I need to draft you first, right. Go melee attack him. Skinner will cover. Watch the friendly fire. Okay, so they're starting to flee. They are starting to flee. We got one of them over here. Asrin. We'll have to decide what we want to do with these guys. I'm gonna definitely strip them first, though. Okay, good. No friendly fire there. Why don't you go get yourself treated? Citra, go strip that one, and then you two go ahead and push up to here and try to drop them if you can. And then Skinner, I need you to stay on Barbamort there, but don't shoot Mirage if you don't mind. And Volok, what are you all about? Oh wow, could be a decent like sniper type character. Not bad traits. Could make you into like a miner and also like a sniper. So she would be worth maybe trying to save. In fact, we're just gonna let you go because I don't think we're gonna catch you. Prefer to, you know, kill as many as I can, but oh well. Skinner, go get yourself patched up. Mirage, strip and then rescue that one. Where are you going? You're gonna eat. Okay. Alright. So with that done, go ahead. Undraft you and then capture. Oh, well, let me select her. Okay. Well, take him back. We saved one of those jumpsuits, which is good because we can actually utilize those. It looks like the others will get away, so I'm just going to have you guys go back to work. And that went about as well as it could have. Nobody was badly injured, although, well, I guess Clinton was pretty badly injured. Blood loss is minor, at least for now. Halleck is on the case. Murgo, if you could go help patch people up, that would be fantastic. Let's see, she's bleeding a little bit as well. Yeah, go tend to her. Remy, don't go play horseshoes. Patch up Bragg real quick. You are capable. So just get some decent bandages on him and then you can do whatever you want. And we've got at least one more prisoner, if not two. The issue there is going to be what we do or where we keep them. For now, let's see. Furniture, I'm just going to throw down a sleeping spot for one of them. And I'll actually do two of them because there's no reason not to. Okay, so we've got two more sleeping spots. And one more prisoner without a bed, which is this one. I thought I asked you to capture her. Or I definitely asked you to strip all the equipment off of her, but yeah. Whew, okay. Unfortunately, our new medic character is also wounded, so that's a bit of a shame. Oh, also the dog got hit. Oh, the dog needs to be treated. Murgo, yeah, go tend to her. We'll take care of the people first, but, you know, we need to get that dog treated as well. Zima, rather than doing that, can you go tend to the dog? Oh no, they shot the puppy too. That is evil. Did we lose any animals? Let's see, 2 huskies plus the 2 pups, Labrador Retriever, 2 cows, 2 camels. No, we're fine. We didn't lose any, although they were shooting at the dogs. And this dog's just eating raw rice. Go eat the corpses, man. That's what they're there for. Alright, so these guys are going to get lesser priority in terms of treatment, but we do need to treat them as well. Especially, you're bleeding out. How are you doing? You're also bleeding out. Okay. Well then. You could move a little bit faster, Zima. That'd be great. Is Clinton patched up yet? Almost. I think once Clinton's done, I'm going to send Halleck to go treat our new prisoners. Everybody else in here should be just fine. Nobody has like life-threatening injuries. I mean, she, I think, was close. Yeah, but the fact that she's being treated right now means she's probably fine. Oh, you're using medicine, aren't you? Yeah, we don't need that. Not unless there's infections. Halleck, what are you doing, man? Okay, good. Don't bother with medicine on them. Just get bandages on those gunshot wounds. Let's see, 98%. We'll go chat and recruit and just see what happens. And then with you, 99, we'll do the same thing. More mouths to feed isn't necessarily a good thing, but again, we can put these people to work eventually, so that's my hope anyways, is that we'll eventually be able to get around to that. But preferably I'd like to recruit them, especially Svolok, the sniper. Let's see, how is our newest member doing? Oh, there's too many things right there. Okay, so no immediate danger. Blood loss was only minor. The reason we lost Peter is because he had extreme blood loss, and so even though we were able to patch everything up, it just wasn't enough. But I think we'll be okay here. Nobody went beyond minor blood loss. What are you currently doing? You're gonna go. So can you maybe go tend to some people first? There are like people dying in this base. Planting rice right now is not the most important thing. Ooh, some more cloth. I don't know if we have enough, but we were able to make Citra a bodysuit. That's what she's wearing right now. Uh-oh, we got an infection. Oh no, blood loss went to extreme. We waited too long. We might lose her, which is a shame. But, you know, we'll do our best. Oh, Clinton. He dropped his las gun somewhere. Yeah, it's right there. So let's get this stuff all hauled inside. We can actually wear those bodysuits. Well, at least this one. That one belongs to a corpse now. But we'll make sure to strip all this stuff off and whatnot. In fact, Liara, what are you currently doing? You're training animals. That's not really critical right now. Go ahead and deal with that. We'll want to get this hauled under something because it'll deteriorate otherwise. Let's see. What are you currently up to? I guess that's fine. We do need food, especially with all the new mouths to feed, but I'd like the more immediate stuff to get taken care of first. Are you treating dogs with medicine? I guess I should go through and take care of that. Mental break. Clinton is hiding in his room. Well, he's not even capable of moving. Oh, apparently he is. Let's see. Health. I'm going to add an operation. We're going to give him a smoke leaf joint. And that should liven him up a little bit. Cashin is immediately going to go tend to the pup, which is nice of her. Boy, the temperature in here kind of jumped up. I think it's because there were so many opening and closing of doors. Once this is turned into a proper airlock, that should help. I also intend to build one down here. So basically every entry and exit will have an airlock type system happening so that we don't bleed cold air so quickly. Let's see, I'm going to do something like that. And then we'll wrap this through the walls. That can actually connect across there. We'll go all along this. And that looks fine. Yeah, that works for me. This can all get deconstructed once that's done. I'm not sure how I'll run it to this, but we'll find a slightly more space efficient way to run that through there. I think we're out of time for today, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. But that was an interesting little raid. It was definitely less deadly than the last one. There was no auto cannons tearing us apart. We did manage to capture 2 of them, so depending on what your guys' answer was on the last episode, we may or may not have 2 more prisoners to potentially recruit. Otherwise, we have heretics to execute, which would kind of be a shame. Some of these characters are actually pretty decent, but unfortunately, you know, they are traitor guard, and the Imperium doesn't take too kindly to that, so we'll see what comes of them. How is the temperature in here? Ooh, it's getting a bit warm. Yeah, I'm going to need to take these out of here. Unfortunately, that one is going to be a bit difficult because this is also our prison right now. But I'll figure something out. We want to make sure that, you know, we're not cooking these guys alive in here. That wouldn't go over very well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.